weather in England is never particularly predictable, and today was definitely one of those days. Despite forecasts of sun, we were being peppered with rain. So I thought to myself, sod it. I've wanted to do this video for the past 2 months now. I'm going to pack up my camera equipment. Rain or not, I'm going to get it done.
I gotta say, it feels so good to be back in this thing. I've been driving the C63 for about the past couple days, and it just feels so special being sat in this thing right here, shaking all over the road, no power steering, anything like that. It's absolutely hilarious. But I'm gonna try my best not to make this video about the camper van because I know you guys are getting bored of it. We've got a really awesome plan for today's video, and it is going to involve some time lapses. Now, time lapses aren't really something that I've been doing on my channel at all. But over the past couple months, I've had the Syrp Genie 3-axis kit just sat in my studio. I've used it a couple times in various different videos, and they've looked really, really good. But I've yet to use it for like its main function, the reason that most people buy it, which is to shoot awesome time lapses. So the idea is that you set the camera up, and the camera will move through, do a pan, do a tilt, and slide across the slider, whilst, 20 minutes pass, and that means you get like an insane kind of camera movement while you get everything else moving, like the clouds and everything like that. So we're going to be heading out to a place called Hindhead Hill, which has a tunnel running through it, and hopefully I can set up just above the tunnel and capture all of the clouds and also all of the cars.
And after half an hour of driving, we arrived. And off I walked, on my own little adventure. Now the tunnel itself was about 2 miles away from where I parked, and unfortunately there was a rather large perimeter fence running right the way across the road, all the way up and over the tunnel. There was no way I was going to be getting over that thing. So instead I decided to loosely follow the edge of the fence so that when I got to the tunnel I could shoot a time lapse from behind it, hopefully still being able to see the rest of the road and all of the clouds above it. Now, despite this fairly loose planning, the journey itself actually went incredibly well. I mean, there were a few hiccups where trees had fallen covering my path, or there were some slightly overgrown areas that I couldn't quite get through. Other than those, it was absolutely beautiful, which is kind of to be expected of a British forest during springtime. Obviously, everything is vibrant green and full of life, but even in the clearing areas, I didn't really appreciate how high Hindhead Hill actually is. When the woods part, you can see right the way off into the distance. The horizon is miles upon miles away, which was a bit of a pain to my progress as I kept having to stop every 5 seconds to take a whole bunch of shots. Needless to say, 2.5 hours later, we made it to the planned destination.
I don't know how we've managed it, but we've managed it. We are now on top of Hindhead Tunnel. We have walked for probably about 2.5 hours. I didn't bring any food or drink, which was a massive mistake on my part. That camera bag right there probably weighs about 30 kilograms, so my back is absolutely killing me, and I mean, as I'm sure you can tell, I'm pretty exhausted, but we are here. We have got ourselves a really good location. You can see right the way off into the distance, and also you've got the road directly underneath us. Plenty of traffic, plenty of clouds. It's perfect time-lapse territory.
So then, I began the process of setting up the Syrp Genie 3-axis kit. Now, I was balancing it between 2 tripods, one mounted on either end, and those were placed precariously on the edge of the hill. Now, despite this being a bit of an awkward setup, it seemed to be very stable, so I began mapping out the time-lapse and the camera movement that I wanted to do in my mobile phone. I then hit the record button and sat back and let the machine do it all for me. Now, it wasn't perfect, and I ran out of memory about 3/4 of the way in, which is totally my own mistake, but I'm still pretty happy with it, and I definitely think it's pretty good for a first try.